Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ana Maggie. Thank you so much for coming back. Today I wanted to share with you the books that I have lined up for May. The book of poems that I want to read is by Emily Dickinson. This is Selected Poems by Emily Dickinson, and it is a book that I just got at the thrift store, and I'm excited to dive into Emily Dickinson poems. I did watch the series Dickinson on Apple TV, and it was so good. I totally recommend it if you have not watched it. It's a really good book. It gets a little hinky toward the end, but it's really good. The next book that I decided to put on this list is 100 Summers. This one is by Beatrice Williams, a author that I really do enjoy. This is talking about Memorial Day. So obviously Memorial Day is this month, so I'm gonna wait toward the end of the month to read it. And it says, Lily Dane has returned to Seaview, Rhode Island, where her family has summered for generations. It's an escape not only from New York's social scene, but from a heartbreak that still haunts her. Here among the seaside community that has embraced her since childhood, she finds comfort in the familiar rituals of summer. But this summer is different. Budgie and Nick Greenwald, Emily's former best friend and former fiance, have arrived too, and Seaview's elites are abuzz. Under Budgie's glamorous influence, Lily is seduced into a complicated web of renewed friendship and a dangerous longing. So that's gonna be good. I love it. I'm so excited to read it. And it's sort of set in 1938, and fun news or fun thing that I think is I might take this next weekend because I am going to Galveston, which is a city by the sea that was kind of big in the 40s and 50s, or 30s, 40s, and they used to have bathing beauties contests, and we're actually going to go to a bathing beauties contest. And I'm definitely going to take this book so that I can get into the mood of it. So this month is Asian Heritage Month, and I am going to read Memoirs of a Geisha for me to really dive into that culture. I'm really excited about it. I started reading this book in January, and I quickly put it down because I wanted to save it for this month. That's when I decided in January that I was going to dive into the different cultures for every month. So I have sort of a different culture every month that I'm going to dive into, and I'm really excited about that. And so this one is the one for May. Oh, and it is by Arthur Golden. The book by Hispanic author this month is Of Women and Salt by Gabriela Garcia. And I'm very excited. This is sort of a shorter read. It only has 200 pages, so it is a bit of a shorter read, and I'm excited. I have very much a kind of getting into summer vibe, and so this is excited. This is, I'll read you the jacket. In present-day Miami, Jeanette is battling addiction. Daughter of Carmen, a Cuban immigrant, she is determined to learn more about her family history from her reticent mother and makes the snap decision to take in the daughter of a neighbor detained by ICE. Carmen, still wrestling with the trauma of displacement, must process her difficult relationship with her own mother while trying to raise a wayward Jeanette, steadfast in her quest for understanding. Jeanette travels to Cuba to see her grandmother and reckon with the secrets from the past destined to erupt. From 19th century cigar factories to present-day detention centers, from Cuba to Mexico, Of Women and Salt is a kaleidoscopic portrait of betrayals, personal and political, self-inflicted, and those done by others, that have shaped the lives of these extraordinary women. A haunting meditation on the choices of mothers, the legacy of the memories they carry, and the tenacity of women who choose to tell their stories despite those who wish to silence them. This is more than a diaspora story. It is a story of America's most tangled, honest human roots. So this is definitely my C/Mother's read, you know, because it's Mother's Day this month. So I'm kind of going to dive into this one this week so that I can get into the spirit of Mother's Day. And yeah, I'm really excited. This is kind of a newish read. It is on sale at Target right now as well. So my very fun fictional read this month is The Dinner List. It is by Rebecca Surley. I don't know how to say your name. So this book is, it answers a question like, who, dead or alive, would you choose to come or have dinner with you at a dinner party? And if you've ever gotten that question, this sort of fictional book kind of explores one girl's take on it. And the person who comes to her dinner party is Audrey Hepburn and an ex of hers. And so she has to kind of, I don't know, explore what could have been. And I just love that Audrey Hepburn goes to it. I think she's so glamorous. And yeah, I just finished the Breakfast at Tiffany's. So and then I was supposed to read What Would Audrey Do, but I might read that along with this one to sort of catch up, but we'll see. So this next book that I'm reading is Don't Quit in the Dip. It is by Sean Nepstead, and it is, this is my growth book for the month, and it is Christian as well. It's about being in the middle of, in the middle of your story, or where you really haven't gotten your, whatever you've been longing for yet. You're kind of like in the middle, and it just talks about not quitting in the middle. And this pastor came to preach at our church, and he was, he's the one who authored this book, so I wanted to get it as well. It just says, stay focused on God's promises for you. And I really do like that. I'm super excited to get into this one. And it's a short book too. It has about 215 pages, so sort of an easier read. And hopefully I can get to this one quickly. The next book that I have is The Girl in White Gloves. And this is a book of Grace Kelly, who I am so excited to dive into. And I think she's just perfect, like such an icon, and I want to get to know more of her. This is by Carrie Maher, and yeah, it's something that I definitely have been wanting to learn more about and dive into. And this is my woman read for the month, Grace Kelly, and I'm just so excited. It's gonna be so good. And yeah, I cannot wait for that one. And I didn't forget my Paper and Glam read for the month. I'm not going to share it just yet, just in case you have not joined the Patreon yet. Please join. It is sort of a subscription, so you do have to sort of pay to read or pay to know what it is that we're reading, but it's totally worth it. And it's such a great community. We all come together twice a month on Zoom, and we just talk about books, and it's just a great community that is worth, joining. I will link it down below, and I hope that you join us this month. So I wanted to share with you all the books that I have in store for May, and all the books so far that I have read, and the reasons why they're on the list, and what the list consists of. So I'm probably going to make another video just explaining all of that and showing you my list as well. But until now, the next video or bookish video that you'll get from me is my review on all the books, hopefully for April and May. But if it's not, if it's just May, that's how the cookie crumbled. So thank you all so much for staying tuned, for keeping up with me, and for joining in this challenge of trying to read 100 books a month. We will definitely see if I get there, but I will talk to you soon.